Well, hey everybody, it's Angel from Halo Inspirations. We give you inspirations to help you spread beauty and joy through your quilting journey. It's hump day. Yep, and I'm so glad you stopped by. See, I've been reading this pattern that I'm trying to put together, and it does tell me to take 5 2.5-inch strips with the fabric and sew them together. This is easy, right? All right, so I've got everything lined up and ready. I'm actually going to use my leader enders, and I've got my 5 strips on board. Easy breezy, right? I mean, we got this. How hard can this be? So I'm going to take my first 2 strips and I'll put them right sides together. It's what they say. Put them right sides together. I've got my 1/4-inch seam guideline on board. I'm ready to go. Easy. This one's easy, right? All right. So let me go ahead and get these started. Got my leader ender. I'm going to throw that right underneath. Let's clip off this first round. Only 5. I mean, how hard could this be, right? All right. Oh, I'm just going to take this end, right, where my leader ender was. This is where I started. All right. And I'm just going to take the next one. Put it right sides together. Oh, we got this, guys. This is easy. I know I haven't liked long strips before. Oh, I don't want that one. Let's do this one. We want them to be a little different, right? There we go. Okay. Okay, so I got to make sure here. We're going to just put these together. There's only 5. This will be easy. I think this is the easiest quilt I think I've ever made. What? This has got to be, oh, anybody can, what can go wrong? What can go wrong? So we've got 3 on, just 2 more to go. All right, let's go ahead and pull these apart. Okay, now I need a silver. Yep, okay, put those right sides together, right? Okay. Whoop, might be right if I put the right side on. Nothing's gonna go wrong with this. This is too easy. This will be done in no time. Okay. 4 on, guys. 1 more to go. Oh, this is too simple. Wonder what the next one will be. Okay, we've got our last strip. We get this on. All is good. Oh, the home stretch right here, guys. Whew. All right, get that leader ender in. Oh, first part will be finished. Let's just do a little clip. Let's take a little time to admire our work. I think it's going to need a good press. Uh-oh. Oh no. How does that happen? Oh my gosh. Me and Jack are going to have a date. It's curving like this. Oh. No. Okay. I promise you that no fabric will get wasted for this video. I'm just going to I did not rip it with Jack. I'm not going to rip all these seams. I'm going to cut them down smaller and use them somehow, some way. That'll be fun to see how I do that. But I promise you, no fabric is wasted for this video. So have you ever had that happen? So I'll throw a picture up here so you can actually see it down on my cutting mat, and you can see how it bends going in one direction, right? Yep, it happens. Now, the reason is because if you noticed, when I take the first two strips, and I'm going to make another one with you, you put them right sides together, and every time I added a new strip, I started with the same piece. But if you start on the other end, and I know that's can be a little hard to explain, so it's better if I show it to you, it will help prevent that bend. And I think the bend happens because your feed dogs and your foot are moving the fabric at different speeds. So the one underneath, I don't know if it's going slower or faster. I have no idea. But the one underneath with the feed dogs is going at a different rate than the one on the top, and it causes that shifting, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I do think that that is exactly what is going on. So let's do this one and get it more straight, shall we? So I am also going to use the leader enders on this one so I can show you what side to add more specifically. I've noticed that a lot of people have been struggling with this lately as I've been seeing it in different places. So I hope this is very helpful. Well, let's go ahead and get this started. Okay, I'm going to put this leader ender down here at the bottom. And I'm going to snip this off. And you will notice that I have the leader ender on this side because this is where I started to sew. Now, in the Cricut one, I just put I put the next strip on this side. But this time, this is going to help me remember what side I just stitched. I'm going to flip it over. Okay. And this time I'm going to add it to the other side. And what we'll do is we'll keep adding on the opposite ends, okay? So I'll put the right sides together again, and we'll do the next strip. Okay, I'm coming to the end, so I'm going to put the pink one at the end here. Get that on. Go ahead and clip it separate. So this is where we started on this end. Okay, this is where we started. This tells me that. So I'm going to flip it over. And again, I'm going to put right sides together, okay? Now, because I'm starting on the other end and I really want this fabric to be on this side next to the off-white, I am actually going to put the new strip on the bottom, okay? And the other three will be on top. It just allows it to keep it consistent. And hopefully not bend, right? So once I get this started, I've got it underneath the needle. I'm going to go ahead and clip that leader ender so I have it ready for the end here. And we'll just add this one together. Okay, we're coming down to the end, so I'm going to add the leader ender. I'm going to cut it at the place here, and remember, this is where we started, so I'm going to flip it around and take the next strip, add it right sides together. It's very interesting. I kept sliding down a little bit, so mine are going like this. It's all good. The ends get trimmed, so I don't ever worry about being exact at the tops. Okay, so I'm starting at the other end. Let me go ahead and get that started. I'm going to pull off the leader, or snip off the leader ender. Okay, so I hope this is helpful in showing, because sometimes words are hard to articulate exactly how to do something. Sometimes actions speak louder than words, right? And I thought it was real important to be able to demonstrate and show you the picture actually of what I was talking about to be even more clear. So I'm going to get this one done because this is my last strip, and then I'm going to give it a press, and I will see you guys in just a sec. Okay, so I've got her sewn together here, and I took a couple of pictures. So I took a picture of this one first, and I'll show you up here. So much straighter, guys. So much straighter. Now, I did add another picture, and I'll throw it here so you can actually see even more how much this one was bending. And there's a few things that I want to talk about. So the first one is I only did 5 strips, right? And you can start to see how it starts to bend. Let's say you were putting together 20 strips. That bend is going to look more pronounced, okay? The second thing that I wanted to add was, if you'll notice in the picture, the dark one is a little bigger than the smaller one, or the lighter one, right? The reason is they're both Robert Kaufman roll-ups. They're from different years. The lighter one is without pinked edges, and it is 2.5-inch strips. I mean, they're really 2.5 inches. This roll-up from this year, this past Christmas, is actually with pinking edges. They're actually 2 5/8. So this is a great demonstration of your 1/4-inch seam being off. Mine was not, but if it was, you can see in that picture how it would get bigger and bigger and bigger as a problem if you didn't have a good 1/4-inch seam, or smaller and smaller and smaller. Just depending on which side of your 1/4-inch seam it was, right? Now, how would I fix this without cleaning up every strip to be exactly 2.5 inches? To be honest with you, I would make my seam on this one just a smidge bigger, just a smidge, to try to get as close as possible to 2.5 inches in my block. If I was sewing these 5 and I wanted them all to be 2.5 inches, I'd have to make that seam just slightly bigger, just slightly. So that's how I would have corrected this, but they're not going together, so I'm not too concerned. If they go together, I ain't gonna worry about seams. I'll make sure that it is not a seam thing because they won't nest correctly at all. They just won't. So I wanted to point that out. This was, I know that people and myself have talked about how to sew strips together, but I wanted to demonstrate to you exactly what happens and an idea on how to adjust for that bend, okay, or whichever way you're going to say it goes. Mine goes this way because the way I'm sitting at my sewing machine, so it will bend, I believe, this way. I wanted to really give you something to show for it and give you an idea on how to correct it. The other thing I'm going to mention is when you go to press, you want to make sure that you're pressing and not pushing and tugging and pulling on your strips, because that will a little bit pull out your straightness. Okay, so that's all I got for today, guys. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with these things, but I am going to figure out something, I promise. There's a lot of things we can do with this, even though the seams won't match between the light and the dark version. So I will figure that out at some point. In the meantime, it's Christmas fabric. I got time to play, so I'm going to put it away for a little while, but I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to drop them down below, or come visit us at Facebook Live at 3 p.m. Eastern time, because I'm here in Virginia. So love to see you at 3 p.m. for our live quilting and answers. If you like this channel or you like this video, please like and share and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, ding, so that you will know when we upload our next video. And speaking of our next video, next week, next Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern time here in the United States, I will be live on YouTube for our cherub chit chat. So I hope to see you then. But yeah, that's what we got. I hope again this was helpful. Until next time, guys, may you all continue to be inspired, productive, ever so joyful, never stop believing, and never stop making your dreams in quilting come true. I'll see y'all soon. Happy quilting, happy strip sewing. I'll see you next time.